We start off with our clamshell movement, okay, but we're just a little bit of a difference today. So today we're going to be doing the open clamshell. So the difference between a clamshell and an open clamshell is that you just bring the heels apart. So there's more kind of proprioception and more kind of focus on control and stability. So if everyone kind of comes to start with, slight bend forward in the hips, slight bend in the knees, okay, as you can see. Bring the heels apart and then the knees apart, okay? And then just open out, okay? Just again, first time around, we'll go around kind of 10 repetitions. Just have a little practice of that exercise first, okay? And again, you want to be going nice and slow, so kind of 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down almost. So this exercise is all about getting pelvic control and control around glute med and lateral stretch of the hip. Really think about keeping your torso still. So again, feel free to kind of have the hand forward or to lie on your bicep as a bit of a pillow, just so you're cementing everything kind of torso down to hip. And the hip is obviously your hinge point, so that's where you're rotating from. Okay, so this is your open clamshell that we'll start with today. Just go a couple more and then we're going to change sides. Again, you're keeping knees and ankles apart. They don't touch each other, okay? And stopping there. We'll change sides. So guys, just roll over, or if you want to do what I'm doing, flip yourself around. So again, lie on your side to start with. So I'm lying on my hand, but again, feel free to lie on your bicep to really cement the upper body and your torso. Slight bend again. Slight gap, about 1 inch or 2 inches between the knees and the ankles. And then you start to open out, okay? And again, think about where that hinge point is. So it's going straight down through here, okay? The hip is where you're hinging from. You're rotating out from the hip. So don't let the body turn and don't let your shoulders come back. So no kind of upper body movement. It's all coming from hips and hip control. This is your open clamshell. Good. I'll just go a couple more from there. Good. And stop in there. Well done, guys. Okay. Going back onto the other side. And what I want you to try and do, so we're going to be doing a sideline leg lift, but with just a little bit of a difference. So first of all, to encourage that extension pattern, so kicking back, using the glutes more so than the hip flexors, okay, I want you to drive the heel back as far as you can first, and then try and come up from there, okay? And then you're just going to come forward until the toes touch the heel, and then you're going to come up again. So you're doing one kind of slightly back behind the other foot, and then you're doing one as far back as you can, okay? So you're going to kick the heel back, and then come up. And you're going to try and keep the foot pointing forward, okay? So don't rotate out and kick the foot up so it's pointing towards the ceiling. You're always keeping the foot parallel with the other foot, okay? Parallel with the floor and pointing down. So you're doing one just behind the other foot, and then you kick the heel back, and you're doing one up again. But again, always keep the hip almost kind of either neutral or internally rotated. So you're not outwardly rotating the hip, okay? You're keeping it locked off in there. So back and up, and it's this muscle here, the glutes, glute med, particularly working hard. Then come forward slightly, not forward to the other foot, and then you bring in the hip up to the side again. So back and up, and forward, and up. So again, back and up, and forward, and up. And then you think about, are you able to do that with good control, or are you having to rock and drive the hip up? Really think about slow movement down. Changing sides, guys. I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. So I'm laying on my right, blocking off upper body Feet are stacked one on top of the other, and then I just drop the foot back, so it's kicking the heel of the other foot, and then I'm going up. Okay, I'm slowly coming down, then I'm driving the heel back. I'm still floating off the floor, and then I'm coming up again. I'm just having a look at my foot. Yeah, great, it's parallel to the floor. Come back forward again, drive up, almost pointing down to the floor, which is what you want. Coming back, and then coming up again. If you feel like you're rotating out, that top hip's coming up, again, it's probably showing you that you're a bit too reliant on the front muscles of the body and of the thigh than you are able to use kind of posture. It's showing use glutes. Very powerful muscle, necessary to kind of prevent you from getting hip pain, knee pain, lower back pain. Gives you lateral stability as well. It's a very important muscle to work, and one that's often very underutilized. And if you want to be a good sprinter, good runner, you're going to have strong glutes. If you want to be able to change direction quickly, again, you're going to need strong glutes. Good. Last one through. And stopping there. Good. So those two are both quite advanced movements, to be honest, for glute meets. Normally you've got things like your lateral banded walks, your clamshells, stuff like that. But again, today we're just going to advance it slightly. Okay, coming back onto the left side, or whichever side you want to switch onto. And then again, bring your gap between knees and ankles. And then we're going back into that open clamshell. And again, think about shoulders being locked off. And you just open it up. So go around 10 again, so there's 2, 3. Don't worry too much about keeping up with me, just keep it nice and slow and controlled. Take your time. Do 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Perfect. We're done there. Then we're just going to change sides. So we're going to do again double figures on the other side, change neither. Line onto the side, and again, hips up, and then open out. Good for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1 there. Good work. Okay, change the sides again, and then we're going to go up the side lying leg lift. So you're in side lying. Okay, one foot comes behind the other, and then you drive up to the side, keeping the feet parallel to the floor. You're then going to kick back, so a bit of a glute kick back, getting glute max working, and then glute median, lateral hip muscles bringing you up and forward slightly. Bring the foot up, bring the hip back, and then come up again. That's 2. Up, back, 3. Up, back, 4. Up to the side, kick back, and 5. So that's 10 total. We'll change over there. Switching back over to the hip. To lie on the opposite side. And again, foot slightly behind the other one first. So toes into heel, drive up to the side, slowly come down, drive the foot back, come up again, then come forward. Okay, that's 1.5, 2, 2.5, kick back, up again, 3, forward, up. Think about control, think about speed, think about stability. So don't rush the movements. Try not to jerk your upper body, anything like that. Side. Last one through, kick back. And most importantly, always think about keeping that foot flat. Okay, so don't rotate and kick the foot up towards the ceiling. You're not bringing the hip forward and you're not bringing the toes pointing towards the ceiling. Okay, guys, 2 sets down, 3rd set through. Difficult little lateral hip exercise. Good exercise this one. Onto your side again. And slight gap between knees and ankles, and then open out. And we're going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and opening out. That's on there. 1. Perfect. Okay, so that's 10 on my right. I'm changing sides. I'm going to my left, or vice versa. You start at home. Yeah. Hips slightly forward, bending the knees and ankle come apart, and then you open out. 10, and control. 9, and control. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down there, good stuff. Changing sides again. So any of you out there, runners, people with lateral hip pain or lateral knee pain or just knee pain in general, big support of that is the hips, the lateral muscles of the hip, particularly if you're running, things like that. It's really useful. We need exercises. Again, coming straight, one leg comes behind, and you're going up. Kick back, and then come up again. So that's 1. You come up, just behind, and as far behind as you can, and up again whilst keeping the foot point forward, and that's 2. 2.5, and 3. Again, slow it down, control. Easy way to make this harder, again, you can add bands or you can add ankle weights to the exercise, but it's usually hard enough just keeping that good control, keeping your foot parallel to the floor. Okay, and that's 5 there, so 10 reps total. And into our last time through. Let me see the side. Get feet stacked, then one leg back. Okay, drive up, slow it down, control, then kick back, and then drive up again. So that's 1 rep. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5 there. And going forward. So guys, really nice lateral hip routine there. Okay, it took us around 15 minutes there for the 3 sets.